Okay, so let's see here. Where were we? Don't show master's notes. I thought I clicked that already. Diplomacy messages. Okay, I'll take your research. So, who is this guy that's right? Oh yeah, it's a Cylons, huh? Yeah, this is the Cylons. This is the closest empire to me. This is who I'm going to start attacking. Dang, who is this? Have I met them? Oh yeah. Yeah, the Mechlars are just, or the Xynoids, I guess. They are just taking over that entire spot over there. Okay, well, then there's some guys behind me, but I'm not sure what's blocking me here. Obviously, if there had been something here, they would have settled it, so it might be like a Guardian or something, which I can't really take right now, so we're going to focus on taking out the Cylons. And let's see, I was waiting for tech. That's what I was doing. Alright, fighter death ray is queuing up, as well as battle computer. We got bomber, what's it called? Mount, I guess. Alright, fleet. We don't really need anything there. We could, it doesn't really matter if we have shields actually at all. We shouldn't even get hit, so I usually go without shields at this point. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Beam, we're getting death ray, okay. We have death ray miniaturization, like, right after that, but I'm not going to wait for that. And missiles, yep, we got the warhead. Alright, so just how 3 turns for that, 2 turns for that. Orion techniques. Particle beam, death ray 2. Okay, so it looks like about 3 turns. Still sending scouts. Contacted other empires. Okay, whatever. One more. Okay, that's good. It would be nice to actually have some discoveries, right? Hasn't happened yet. It's a little late to not have any discoveries, so that's just bad luck. There's nothing I can really do about that. Ion drives, don't really need that yet. Approved fusion cannon. Looks like we got everything that we need. Let me see what else we got here. Okay. Yeah, we got the battle computer. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. First ship that actually is meant for offense. I guess we'll make it a light cruiser. Let's go ahead and auto-build the long-range attack, then switch to reconnaissance, then take some of the crap off. I'm actually going to strip the shields off. So we're not going to have any shields on this. That you might think that's dangerous, but it's actually not a big deal. Because nothing's going to get close enough to damage our shields anyway, at least in theory. And that saves some space. Okay, so first off, oh boy. I'm not 100% sure how this works, but so there's no real like defense and offense, you know, like in Master of Orion 2. Like your ships would have battle computers and those would increase your chance to hit. There's nothing like that. Your weapons have a chance to hit based on the range they're hitting at, and the type of weapon has a base accuracy, and that's it. There's no like extra chance for a ship to dodge. What happens is there's a chance to be able to see ships. So that's what these, I think, these do. Focus detection array and a high caliber detection system. These both they both help you uncover the enemy. So sometimes in battle, you won't actually see who you're fighting until you roll, you know, you have your system detection, your ship detection systems actually uncover the ships. So you can have a case where a ship could just like sneak up on you and blow you out of the water without you even seeing them. I'm not. Here's the problem. I'm not exactly sure. I've read conflicting stories. I've read that if you put all of these systems on a ship, they kind of work cumulatively, and I've also heard people say that you just need the highest level of system on your ship. So we've got focus detection array, and high caliber detection system. The high caliber detection system is the more advanced one, but I'm going to put both on there because I think they might work cumulatively. Oh, well, okay. And then to make that even more confusing, supposedly these actually do affect your chance to hit and your chance to not be hit. But I think they don't. I think they still just work by ship detection. That's what I've read. And maybe that's wrong, maybe that's right, I don't know. But I'm going to also put one copy of each of these. And I've seen the computer build ships where it puts... Well, I guess you can't, huh? I was going to say, I think I've seen the computer build system, build ships where it put multiple copies of each on these, and I guess I can't do that. Huh. Anyway, I'm putting ECM on, ECCM, and I'm putting a copy of each, like each tech level. And I'm not sure if that's, I don't know, if somebody actually knows how the mechanics work and can tell me whether or not this is actually necessary, or if I should just put the highest level of each one on. I don't know. Okay, and then we're putting stealth system and cloaking device. That lowers the chance of enemies actually uncovering my ships. You know, I don't necessarily have to do that, but it does definitely help. I've noticed that if the enemy can't see you, and the thing that it sees first are your fighters, it'll target your fighters rather than like launching a bunch of missiles at your ships. So it's definitely helpful, especially remember I'm running without shields here. Okay, so I'm going to call this Nuke 1. This is the first iteration of the Nuke build. And I have light armor. Let me see what actually, like... I'm not sure how much heavy armor would actually cost me. 300 more. Yeah. Take the heavy armor. Alright, missiles. So, let's see. I'm going to actually explain here what I'm going to do. Well, let's start with a death ray. Fighter death ray. So, the death ray... I think in the base game, the death ray was a lot further ahead in the tech tree, possibly. I don't remember. But anyway, we've got the death ray now, and it's basically the best beam weapon for a long time. And we've got fighter death ray, which is a damn strong fighter. And we can put it on the bomber chassis, which is like, as you can see here, max damage 178, space used is 49. Whereas the fighter chassis, space used is 9, max damage is 39. So I'm not actually sure about the ratio there. This is this is the ratio of let's say, oh, that's almost 10. So it's like 4. It's a ratio of about 4. It's the ratio here. So what's 4 times? Well, okay, it's close to 4 also. Yeah. So it's about like, here's the difference, right? Not much of a recharge difference. This difference is just, it's like fewer bombers, more damage. It's about the same ratio of damage to space used. The cost is a lot more, though. We're actually, no. It's the cost, let's see. 4 times, yeah, cost is a bit more. It's not that different, though. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've found. You want more max damage. You want more punch. Because if you have like a bunch of little guys that do a little damage, the shields will just absorb that. You want to, you want 1 or 2 big guys with just big damage, right? And that'll punch through the shields. Because the shields I'm up against right now will be maybe even class 5 shields. And those stop a lot of damage. I think they have a base amount of damage they just ignore. So you want really high damage. But we're also going to put some smaller fighters on there that do little damage, and those guys are going to fight the other fighters and fight the missiles and maybe do some damage depending on what they're actually hitting. So we're going to put fighter shield generator and fighter armor, battle computer. Battle computer makes it slightly more accurate. All right, this is gonna be really expensive in space, so we're gonna probably only have like 2 of them on there, because we gotta have some more. We gotta have some space for other things. So, the other thing about damage, when you're attacking a planet, when you're just like unloading your weaponry on a planet in order to basically just wipe the planet out, it's the max damage that really helps, or seems to. So I mean, you can go in there with a bunch of little missiles, tons of little missiles on one ship, and blast a planet, and it doesn't seem to really do much. But if you have one big weapon that does really high max damage, that's when you really do a lot of damage versus planets. I've noticed there are no bombs in Master of Orion 3, so it's just you and the best weaponry you have against a planet, and it seems like the really heavy-duty weaponry does the best. Later on, I've never actually got far enough for the planet-destroying weapons in this game, but later on, there's the Stellar Converter, I think. I think that's in this game, and you can literally just destroy planets outright, which is something we might do for fun. Okay, so we want some missiles. Basically, most of the damage is going to be from our fighters. However, missiles are good for a couple of things. Missiles distract, number 1. Missiles can target fighters, number 2. I think missiles can target other missiles, and they might actually do some damage in some cases. So what we want to do is we want to go the best missile type we have, which is the Hercular Warhead. Then we want to give it a point defense chassis, and that makes it really small. It lowers the damage, makes it really small, and it lowers the recharge time. So these missiles will just, keep going out and out and out really, really fast. And then we're going to turn the missiles per rack to 10. So that gives us 10 shots. We're not going to bother with missile armor or anything like that. And we're going to put, I don't know, 6, I guess. Maybe, depending on how much space we have here. All right. Okay, so what that'll do is that'll just fling volleys of missiles out for, again, distraction. We can destroy other missiles with them, then we can destroy fighters. It's kind of like, it's more of a distraction play than a damage play, but they will do some damage on occasion. And that'll kind of like keep the enemy busy. Okay, direct fire. Death ray. Now look at this damage. We're a point defense mount, and this is 214 damage, which is huge. We're going to put it on spinal mount. So that's going to be almost 800 damage. So that, actually, if any ship dares to get close to us, that'll probably take them out. Oh, man. Boy, is that... You know what? I'm going to go from light cruiser to cruiser. Here we go. Okay, but only one. We might also want just something here for, God forbid, something should get close. We can have like a point defense hard beam or something like that. I don't know. Light mount? What about spinal mount? Spinal mount, heavy mount. Notice the recharge time. The difference between these mounts are range, recharge time, and damage and space used. So obviously the spinal mount is like really high, really long range, but the recharge time is pretty penalizing, right? It's like twice the amount of heavy mount. So yeah, I'm going to actually put that on spinal mount. So just having that there, just a little bit of something. Like, it's half the range of the death ray, but, like I said, if somebody throws like a volley of missiles at us or something, that hard beam will be yet another layer of defense that we can maybe pick off whatever's coming at us. All right, so last thing we want is just point defense death ray fighters here. And yeah, I'll give them a battle computer. I think basically, well, it depends on how many of these I can fit on there. How many of these can I fit on there? I'm going to want like quite a few. 7 of them. All right. That's not too much. I'm like, it's not too bad. Interceptor chassis. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think the expense of putting just like 7 of these guys will be too much. Actually, let me drop the hard beam. See like how much would another bomber cost me. Ooh. Well, okay, that's kind of out of the question. That's kind of out of the question. Yeah, 3 bombers, 5 phantom fighters. Be nice if I could, I don't know. What's a shield cost me? 661. I'm 40 short. What is let's see, I'm trying to think what. You know what? I'm going to drop the stealth system. I don't really care. Drop the stealth system. How much does that give me? That's 20 over right now. Boy. Okay, maybe not. I tell you what. Let's just put the let's see. Stealth system cloaking device. Cloaking turns the ship invisible until it's detected at sea. ECM times 20. Cloaking on Galaxy map. All these are actually different. Chance of T4s being spotted minus 25%. Okay, well, we definitely want that. Am I missing something here? Okay, well, let's do this. Let's put, seems like I could fit something else on here, so let's put, I don't know, Hercular warhead? Rocket chassis. Can I do that? It says I can do that. It lies. Why does it... Space used, it's double what they say the space requirement is for some reason. Okay, whatever. Let's put a, like a point defense hard beam on there. 1 point defense hard beam. There you go. Alright. So, yeah, no shields, but I should never be targeted anyway. 3 bombers with death rays, and a bunch of missiles, a death ray, and a bunch of fighters. Basically, the idea is the fighters do most of the damage. So that's nuke 1. It's nearly 4,000 cost, though. It's a little pricey. It's a little pricey. All right, so... Oh, wait. Okay, let's confirm design. There you go. All right. That's what I'm going to use to take out planets. All right, we're going to go to finance. We're going to go Holy War. And we're going to drop this down there. And here we go. Here we go. Here comes the big stuff. Be able to do it in 5 turns if I'm lucky. No, 6 turns. Okay. All right. 6 turns for that. It's 10 of them. This guy has not built the stuff that he needs. So, there we go. I'm going to help these guys along a little bit. Okay, this guy looks fine. The other guy, the other planet hadn't actually built the stuff that it needed to build the ship size. Yeah, we're good. These guys should catch up eventually. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they'll catch up. They'll get the picture. Let's go to personnel. Okay, we're good there. All right, let's hit the next turn. Holy crap. Uh-oh. That looks to me like he's invading. We better start getting those ships out. Who is this? I mean, he's not going to be able to, like, attack a planet that doesn't have, you know, a fair amount of defenses. So, yeah. We have, like, our missile bases, our beam bases, etc. So that's not enough to actually take that. Just who is this, though? Is there a tech? Let's see, who's that? Ah, it's this guy. It's Pinky. How did he get over here? I guess he came through here. Maybe I should take him out first, because he's causing trouble already. Looks like he wants a piece. Okay. He knows better not to attack me and my planets, but he's just going to sit there, it looks like. So we got to do something about that. We're getting some ships out here. Once we get some of these ships out, we can wipe these guys out pretty easy. But yeah, it looks to me like he's trying to attack me. He's probably going to put more ships up there and then attack. So we're right on time, actually, for actually getting some offensive ships out. Spaceport. Let me see on my GDP. So trade. Yeah, trade's still insignificant. I mean, look at my tax income, 47,000. Trade income is about 3,000. That's coming from these spaceports right here. So yeah, it's one of the problems. Spaceports aren't really that good, are they? My government DEA is adding 86%, though. That's freaking huge. Yeah, if he gets... Oh, is he actually going to attack? No, he's not. Okay. Okay, we have 4 nukes so far. You gotta be careful, because if he attacks and wins and bombs a planet, like... my bioharvesting could collapse, and that would, like, send me into maybe a death spiral. So we actually got to be kind of careful. First thing, when I get, in 2 turns, when I actually get this first 10 out, we're going to make a fleet, and we're going to challenge these guys. because he's definitely, like, there's no other reason that he would be there unless he's planning to attack me. Looks like we're gonna have 15. All right, so I'm gonna, yeah, all right, I've got 18. That's enough to make something really quick. All right. Okay, so I just got 18 of these ships out. That combined with my system defense ships, I should be able to get these guys out of here. So we're gonna do a little test here, see how we do with that build. So he doesn't see me yet. If he did, he would be kind of headed my way. I see him though. We'll see what happens here. Oh wow. Those were just the missiles. The fighters should totally destroy him. So yeah, here's the fighters. Yeah, fighters are just shredded. Okay, cool. That'll give me some time to get a real fleet up. Partial archaeological discovery, that's good. Okay, we have another 18. I'm kind of tempted to disband this one. Takes a little while for them to get back in my... Oh, we could just go... Really? We could just hop across there. 3 turns. I'm going to disband this task force because I've already got enough ships to make a full armada. I prefer my ships to be in, you know, size of 32. By the way, the base game, the max size for an armada is 18. So the mod is what's allowing that to be as many as 32. So yeah, we're going to wait here. We're going to need 2 armadas probably to start tackling his planets. Made a partial. That's good. Relations improving for some odd reason. Oh, okay, they're back. All right, good. 2 turns. We'll have that first armada up. Good. Partial archaeological discovery, rather. 27. Let's go. The way I play this game, I don't declare war. I just roll up and start blasting planets, and he'll declare war on me, I guess, if he get the picture. He'll get the picture. There we go. Armada. 32 ships. All right. So he's definitely not... Okay, he just... Oh! Oh, he just colonized... I didn't... What? Colden. That was his actual home planet. I think, no. I don't know if that was his home planet or not. No, it's not named Colden in this one. No, it's probably just a random planet that he conquered. Technology, what am I waiting for here? We want another armada to actually start attacking. Can I speed this up any? I mean, God. It's slow. Yeah, I can. 3 turns, that's more reasonable. Turn 118. Feels late. It feels real late to actually, you know, not have even had one Antarian tech. Okay, well, they're all out there in the expedition section now. Alright. Yeah, okay. 13. Let's go. Here we go with another 10. Okay. 27. There she goes. Who's this? Why do I have this guy in there? This guy is pretty good, actually. 30% population research, 10 spy defense, and increases in res by 10%, but that doesn't really matter that much. This guy is kind of iffy. I don't know. I'll keep 28. Let's go, let's go. There it is. Okay, good. Let's go. Task force. All right, we've got our 2 task force. We're going to Colden. We're going to start wiping stuff out. I'm going to need another ship. Colony ship. And we dropped the thrusters. Okay, that's 7 colony bay right there. I don't know. Yeah, 7 colony bays should do it. We'll call this Colony 7. Because it's got so many colony bays. And one thing you want to do with these things is you want to give them like some kind of defense, right? Something very small. I don't think that's going to fit. It's not going to fit. That way, they don't just automatically run. There we go. Colony 7. So I put a missile and a hard beam. Otherwise, if like in AutoConquer, if the computer realizes that, oh my god, I don't have any weapons, I'll just run. And you don't want that. You don't want to constantly have your colony ships running when they're in with other ships. So there we go. So we're gonna need to build that at some point, probably right here. I want to start building some. Keep that rolling here. All right. Intercept fleet. Okay. I'm going to assault the planet. Okay, he didn't have the planet defended. So here's the bombard planet screen. It should wipe it out. And it did. Alright. Completely wiped that planet out, which means I can recolonize it myself. He's not going to be happy about that. He's not going to appreciate that, trust me. You see what kind of planets we got in here. Yeah. I need like a rich or something. Average. Okay. Nothing great there. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this is his home system. Even though it's called Colden, and he's technically a Clacon. Is he a Clacon? He's yeah. But it doesn't like the Cylon's home planet is not named Mentor. It's just like whatever planet they get, that's the name. I think this is just like happened to be named Colden. I think. Shipyards. Yeah. Okay. next turn. We're gonna just start wiping out planet. Oh, intercept fleet. Okay, let's not fight the planetary defenses yet. He just got his fleet over here, and it outnumbers me. I might be okay even with like fighting the planet at the same time. I'm not sure about that though, so we're gonna play it cautious. Fighters are doing a lot of damage. Fighters are ripping them up. Fighters are doing a lot of damage. Fighters did very well. So you saw the first couple of waves were actually missiles. You did fine against the missiles, but the missiles aren't intended to really do much. Missiles are intended more to distract. And fighters they did the damage. Probably not him. But he's going to die first. Total wipeout. Alright, good. That was probably their entire fleet. And he also had a few fighters, which I eliminated. Not bad. Even if he had gotten close, my death ray would have probably destroyed him. Good, that's partial. Good. Okay. What in the world? What in the world? Those are the humans, guys. Alright, so let's see. Colony 7, Colony 7. Yeah, we're going to need these pretty soon. Alright, we're going to assault the planet. So I'm feeling confident enough to do so. I'm sure... Oh, he doesn't actually have any planetary defenses right now. Yeah, this is definitely not his home base. Is he running? Oh, he's running. Yeah. Alright, well, I get to bomb your planet for free then. Let's do that. I think that might have wiped him out, depending on what his pop was. Sure. No, I didn't quite wipe him out. No. Alright, so gonna build a couple of colony ships there. Salt planet. Oh, he's got more guys this time. Okay, so the colony ships aren't doing anything, they're just hanging back. Supposedly he had more oh, there's the other fleet right there. Long range attack. Oh, these are my those are my death rates, by the way. Look at the range of these. I'm shooting all the way over here. That's gone. Next up. Next up. Yeah, those bombers with death rates, those are So I played this out because I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and I wanted to make sure that I had control of the battle, but it looks like I didn't have anything to worry about anyway. Alright, another partial discovery there, that's good. Okay, we're going to colonize a couple planets. Like I said, just completely wipe out the planets and recolonize them. That's how I'm going to play. And we're just going to use one colony ship. Don't have enough for another armada yet. So, nuke. Let's go 5 colony ships at a time this time. Absolutely assault the planet. Of course. What would you expect? Yes, bombard. Absolutely. Okay, we landed a couple of colony ships, obviously. Let's go to the first one. So, managed to get 5 population out of that. And they're building industry. That's okay. I'm going to want that. Government, military. And research. So, nothing crazy on this one. It doesn't have a lot of room. So, this one. This is an average mineral rating. I'm really hurting for minerals, so we're going to go mining. Mining. I'll go buy a harvest on this one, although I'm not sure if I need any more buy a harvesting. Industry, government, military. I'll go mining on this one too. And research. So, there you go. Let's see, we do have a colony ship. Well, I haven't cleared a planet yet. Shipyard, there you go. Deploy task force. Armada, reconnaissance, there you go. So now you got 3 armadas to deal with. Okay, looks like we're fine. Assault the planet. Blow them up. Okay, looks like we have another planet that's ready to colonize. This is not bad. Nice big planet. How soon till I get those? Ah, it's almost there. All right. Absolutely assault the planet. When I'm not sure about my chances of winning, I play it out, but I should be overwhelmingly powerful by now. Okay, we just colonized this one with 6 population. Let's see, hard scrabble. I'm gonna bioharvest on this. There's no mountains, so I'm not gonna do anything else. Industry. Government, military, and then just research on everything else. There you go. Okay, we got a bunch more colony ships now. He still, I don't think, has declared war on me. It's interesting. Jeez, come on, guys. Okay, I'm going to create a colony base right there. Ah, there you go. Finally. Found one. Man, turn 131. That's a little bit unlucky, to be honest. Alright, so mining here. He's got a couple of mountains I'm going to mine on them. I still haven't found like a rich place to really do any serious mining, but whatever. Government, military, or military government. Let's do research. Research. Here you go. And, got another one ready. Great colony. Okay, we got some more colony ships. We're gonna make a lot of colony ships here. We're gonna start colonizing things with, like, more than one colony ship, I think. Assault the planet. Boom. Okay, Colden. Alright. Industry. Very poor. Okay. Alright. Military. Then just research. Fertile, huh? Alright, I'll buy a harvest, I guess. There you go. Got Death Ray miniaturization too. Should have completely wiped out that planet. Oh, did he just offer me economic agreement? I think he did. The computer's not the most strategic-minded. Alright, yeah. Okay, so... Deploy ground force. Let's deploy some more colony ships. Wait one more turn. We're going to start bombarding that other planet, too. Oh, I lost all the ships in an expedition. Okay, so it's bad luck. I've been having bad luck here. That's unusually bad. Damn, I might not get all 5 X's because of that. That's bullcrap. Alright, well, whatever. Let's see. I just settled this one, I guess. It's not like all 5 X's. It definitely isn't necessary, but it sure is nice when it happens. Okay. We're ready to go move on. Oh, that's just weird. This is mixed, huh? Well, this is 7 planets. That's definitely useful. You go down there. Let's see. Do I have enough to make another? Not yet. Go attack some planets here. Doesn't have a lot of defenses, does he? And his fleet was pretty unimpressive. I'm gonna do this manually because I'm gonna make sure that this one doesn't fall apart here. Those missiles actually, nearly just... Alright, no problem. Yeah, it's no... I think he's at the same tech, probably, but he's definitely no match for my ship designs. Shoot. We need to get some more ships down there, but I don't yet have enough to make... Almost there. Almost there. By the way, this guy was building a mobilization center. 5 turns? Okay. I guess I can't really speed that up. I think he redeployed some ships. finish that planet off. Thank you very much. Okay, he finally declared war on me, by the way. So we meet again, Ithkul. I trust your modest plans are proceeding to your satisfaction. You have given no heed to my words, but you will not ignore me now. We civilly pronounce an official declaration of war against your undistinguished civilization. Civilly. Okay, yeah. I don't care. Non-aggression pact. Ooh, I don't know. Who are you? Where are you? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see where his stuff is. You know what? That's fine. We'll non-agree. Strange that you're not supposed to be able to. I don't think you're supposed to be able to even have that option normally as the Ithkul, but you know, whatever. Shipyard. Yeah, there you go. There she blows. Deploy ground forces, or deploy task forces, rather. Reconnaissance, auto build. There we go. Oh, I thought I wiped that planet out. Salt the planet. Now, I wouldn't say I have a big fleet, but I actually have a respectable fleet now. Partial, okay. Alright, so our first Antarian X was transmitted, and we're now researching it. Now, let's go to my finance. Let's see my budget ledger. It's like, okay, military maintenance. So I'm making, like, my treasury is 210K, and my military maintenance is 8K. So you can see I can handle plenty more, like, ships. You know, the military maintenance is not in any way a problem, and I could have a much larger fleet, and it still wouldn't be a big deal. I think I wiped out a planet. Which one was it? It was this one. Kowoka. I'll do a double colony ship on this bad boy. Unfortunately, I think that instead of like making some kind of, instead of doing AutoCombat through some kind of like formula or something, I think it actually plays the AutoCombat out in real time. Well, in a sped up fashion, probably. That's what it seems like. Okay. Yeah. No, why are you doing this? That's weird. Don't do that. Arable? It's all bioharvest, that's fine. Alright, now industry. And research. Keep in mind, while I'm doing this, I'm teching, so eventually I'm going to make updated ships. Is that mobilization center done yet? Where is that? 1 turn, it says. Okay. Shipyards. Okay, yeah, we're not there yet. Got people putting my capital under threat. I think this is just a scout, though. Those system ships that I've got defending now are way obsoleted by this point. Way obsoleted. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You can do this. Come on. Wow, okay. I used 2 colony ships. I've got a population of 15. Oh, that's right. I already did that, yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start right there. See what I mean about population growth not really being that necessary? You can either take fully developed planets from somebody else, or you can colonize them yourself with lots of colony ships and basically make, you know, the population as big as you want just from the start. Oh, he's imposing sanctions. Well, I suspect that'll do something. Alright, so this is now available. Oh, very rich. My first very rich planet. Let's double colonize that bad boy. I believe I can deploy from here. Yeah, good. Shipyards. Okay. Yeah, we're going to double deploy. Double dip on that planet. You could just seed and commit remaining battles and it'll do everything for you, but sometimes I like to have a little bit of control. Bombarded that planet. It's probably completely wiped out now. Nice. Size 15. Bioharvests. I guess. Yeah, let's mine. Let's totally mine. Let's totally mine here. Industry. We're gonna need government, military. Remember, every planet gets that, and then research, right here too. Okay, my first very rich planet. Nice to have. And there's another planet available. The big one. Wow. Wow. Size 12. It's the biggest you can get. Create colony. I'm gonna triple colonize that one. And we're gonna get a few more colony ships. I have enough to launch another armada. Let's go. That'll be faster planet bombarding. So he's trying to, like, get, you know, he's trying to throw some ships at me, but really he needs to wait, build up ships, and then send a real force after me. But even that is, you know, even that's probably not going to do it because my ship design is much smarter than his, basically. Industry, see, military. Okay. Let's go industry. Research. There we go. Size 17. Got it up to size 17 with 3 colony ships. That's pretty good. I mean, size 17 is pretty hefty. It says there's an empty planet here, but I don't see it. Oh. Can I colonize this one? I can. Okay, so this is one of those situations where I'd be like, you know what? This sucks because it's got a population below a certain amount, and I gotta wait for that population to die off before settling. Otherwise, these guys are gonna survive. But not as the Ithkul, because my guys will just eat those guys, so that doesn't matter. Salt Planet Intercept Fleet. 24 ships this time. Boom! Nuked it. Partial archaeological discovery. That'd be great if you guys would actually find the damn thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's still got like some clack on there. It doesn't matter. They're gonna die because I'm just gonna eat them. Same with these two. We don't have to wait for that colony to go, or that population to go away. We just colonize. Module discovery. What? That was weird. Well, why did you let me colonize then? Okay, let's colonize that one then. I should have been able to colonize that, but it says, oh, it's already controlled by so-and-so. I don't think so. Okay, partial discovery, yeah. Okay, so mine rich. Okay, I'll guess so. I guess you could do that. Mine here, I might mine there. There we go. That's good. I usually tend to focus more on research than anything. Where am I on the tech tree? 43. Where is this guy? He's actually a little bit ahead of me. Did he get... Oh, he did get fighter death ray. So why isn't he using them? That's his question. Yeah, he's about tech, he's about even with me in tech. What about the Cylon? I think these are the Cylon. Oh, wow, they're pretty far ahead. Yeah, they're pretty far ahead. Okay, Cylon are a bit ahead of me. So, but that's okay. I'm going to maybe be at the point pretty soon where I want to redesign another ship, because we've gotten quite a. Our tech has improved by quite a bit here. Got a Class 6 shield. We've got death rays with miniaturization. Let's see here. Let me see. It's hard to get better than death ray fighters, though. Whoa, a very heavy mount. Not as far-reaching as Spinal Mount. The nice thing about Spinal Mount is it's really, really long range, but very heavy mount, much like half the recharge time. Boy, does that do a lot of damage. Damn. Yeah, well, you know what? From what I can see, actually, there's nothing really groundbreaking that I've found yet. Okay, anyway, next turn. That should totally wipe them out. Dude. God, come on, guys. If you don't start finding those things, I'm afraid that somebody else is going to get them. Really don't want that to happen. I mean, I got such a really early start on that. It'd be really unfair if somebody else found those before I did. Okay, completely wiped out over here. We'll settle the last one. There we go. And now we're going to take our fleet. Go back over here. We should be ready. Yes. Deploy Armada. There she blows. Okay, so you know what? Actually, you know what I need? I actually need more colony ships again, because I've been pretty generous with the colony ships there, 2 at a time. Unrest? What do you mean unrest? What the hell are you talking about? Piracy, no harvest for food, high tax. Forgot about piracy. Yeah, you gotta have, like, ships to do something about the piracy. Forgot about that. Okay, we're gonna have to park an armada over here just to deal with the pirates. Phooey. Forgot about that. That takes away an armada that I could be using for offense, but whatever. Oh, wait a minute. We don't actually necessarily want to attack that guy. Why am I only allowed to select this? That's kind of weird, because I'm at war with the other guy. I'm not allowed to select the other plants, so I have to select this. Maybe it's because this guy's got the defense? I don't know. He's got some orbitals, though. This should be fun to watch. So there's the orbitals. Orbitals are cool, but unfortunately, you know, they're not useful unless you have a, like, you know, you got like a choke point. Maybe if you had a choke point with, like, system with one planet. I don't know. The problem is the enemy can just, you know, attack them. There goes one orbital. Yeah, just don't have idea, though. Really. Maybe I had to attack here because that's what happens. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Well, sorry you had to be in the way there, bro. But, I think you're going to die. There you go. It's your fault for being there. Planetary Fighter Garrison 2. Okay. Yes, and I don't care if this guy declares war on me. It's his fault. It's his fault for being there. Boom. See ya. That's how we do it. Oh, he declared war. Good. I wanted war with you. Like, he's gonna say no to this, but I'm just curious if I can get a non-aggression pact for now. Let's go ahead and colonize that. We're only gonna use one colony ship this time because I'm a little low on the colony ships. I don't know how he got a planet over there. He's way on the other side of the galaxy. Okay. Antarian X social structure is now kind of almost ready. It's the average. Research planet, mostly. Let's see here. In this one, I can also put something there. Wipe it out. The ship. Oh, come on, guys. Start getting those Antarian X's, damn it. Offer rejected. Yeah, you like. I have a snowball's chance in hell of him actually accepting anything right now. Because I'm really a repulsive type. Average and diverse. Okay, I'm gonna put a government military as usual, and then maybe another. Let's put some research right there. Industry DEA right there. Research and research and research. Another colony. 29. 6. Okay, sell planet. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I lost one. Are you kidding me? Probably lost a colony ship. That was brutal. just a little bit of mining research. Got another planet. This one looks like a piece of trash. It is. I'm not sure how that colony ship got hit, but whatever. Ah, finally, another Antarian X. Finally. Oh, wait. It's possible. It's possible I got more than one there. We've got 2 task forces inbound. This guy's got only 2 ships remaining. I don't think they have a chance of dying when they're inbound, though. That's good. I'm really starting to get worried that somebody else is going to get more of them. Spies in here. Let's see here. So we don't have a mobilization center there yet. We're going to move on here because there's nothing left to bomb anymore. Those sanctions, yeah, I care. I really care. What are we doing here in the capital? Missile base 2, what does this do? I don't know. I don't know how this is improved over the base, missile base, but whatever. Do some more colony action. Oh, I didn't fix that planet up, did I? I think I settled a new planet and I forgot to assign stuff. Here we go. Okay, yeah, let me see. Making partial discoveries also. So, which one was it? I think it was this one. This one? No, this one's all decked out. What about this one? This one's decked out. Maybe I did and I forgot. Ah, there it is. Alright, industry. Average? I wouldn't go mining on average typically, but this is what the computer will do if you don't stop it. So I'll mine on 1 just to make you happy. Now we're ready. Somebody needs to build a mobilization center. buy it. What in the world? I think you're full of it, dude. I'm gonna have to find out what happened. Alright, reduces unrest. This is one of the Antarian X's. Reduces unrest by 10 in all regions, lowers 7-foot of government. Increased by 0.75 and raises oppressed meter by 1. So, mostly, well, happy stuff. What is my heavy foot of government, by the way? Only 1.2. Yeah, that's actually pretty light for as many stuff as planets as I have now. I'm gonna have to find out what happened in this battle here. Let me see why I had a draw there. Is it possible that they got enough tech there that my stuff is now ineffective, or what? I'm shocked that was the case. It's possible that planet somehow stopped landing. Planetary bases can be really hard. You can't break through the defenses. Could be what's going on. I seem to be just fine here. I'm not sure what happened. There was any trouble at all. I have no idea why that turned out like that. It's a mystery. Okay, just rolled over him that time. What the heck? Alright. Rough 2. Rich? I guess you can. I guess if it's rich, we can do that. I guess. Yeah, all right. Horror, huh? Yeah, I've got plenty of colony ships here. 3 planets here, 4 planets there. We're gonna take everything off him. We're taking his whole empire. And then we're gonna move on to the next guy, who's, I guess this is the guy that I'm at war with here. The problem is I don't know how to get over there. I'm not sure how he got over here, really. Must have been something kind of random or something, I don't know. that planet. Come on, guys. All right. Sitrep, somebody said something? Defensive alliance? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. That seems like fun. That seems like fun. Any of these guys lose ships? Oh yeah, this guy's only got 25. Well, this guy with 25, I'm going to leave him behind. See if I'm there. Yep, I've got enough recons, baby. Deploy task force. Let's go Armada. Reconnaissance. There you go. Really? Losing ships, huh? Casualties 9%. Amazing. Presuppose. What is that supposed to do anyway? We're not even trading. Very rich. Okay, I agree with that. That's what I'm going to do with that. All right, cool. How in the world? Wow. Can't believe I lost those ships. Like, I want to know, like, I never play the battle, like, rarely do I play the battle out to actually see what's going on, but I'm really curious as to how in the world that guy lost so many ships. Seems like BS to me, but whatever. What do I know? It's got to be the missile bases, but still, like, when I play it out, the missile bases doesn't do anything. Let's play it out here. I mean, I wouldn't expect any of these guys to put up a fight. Yeah, they're pushover. I guess as well, I probably destroyed the missile base there anyway, but I guess it's destroyed the missile base. Or it was, you know, planetary bases, rather. These guys are trying to run. They made it. Okay. Out of all the, like, the projectiles you can fire, the missiles are the fastest, the fighters are the second fastest. They're much, much faster than their ships in the beginning, although we might be getting to the point where they're not, you know, they're not that fast anymore compared to our ships, because we probably got some good engines by now. Nietzsche or Nietzsche? Alright, cool. Oh, I wanted to play that out because I wanted to see, is he gonna kill me again? He is. Yeah, it's the missile base, freaking piece of crap. Now what? Sure, why not? Like, getting all these new planets, eventually, like, things will start kicking into where my research will go through the roof and my production will go through the roof, excuse me, etc., etc. Apparently there's another planet that I can... Okay, it's really hard to tell the difference between light pink and white here. So apparently that's another one that I can colonize. Alright, I'm going to watch this. I don't want any funny business here. Yeah, there's a planetary base. Let's see how the hell I'm losing ships. Because it doesn't look like that should happen at all. I mean, I don't care if he's got planetary bases. It shouldn't matter. I mean, shouldn't even have a chance of getting it. So I don't know if it's the weird calculations in the AI, you know, auto battle. Yeah, I think it maybe is the auto battle calculations, which I thought actually played the battle out just in, you know, in a non-visual format. But maybe not. Maybe it is some kind of AI calculation, which begs the question as to why it's so damn slow. But yeah, that's bullcrap. I shouldn't have lost anything. This is rich, but I'm not going to bother mining it. Screw that. Oh yeah. We want to actually create a colony there. How big is that planet? It's a big one. Let's go ahead and use 2 colony ships. And we're moving on. Yes, we've got another armada. We got enough colony ships for now. I'm gonna play this out. I should win, right? Oh, this is just... Oh. This is not where I thought it was. Okay, I'm probably gonna lose. These guys are way, way obsolete by now. I didn't realize that was my home base. I mean, he's not going to be able to successfully attack my planets. Okay, yeah, these guys are way obsoleted. I need to fix this. I need to actually get some defense on my home planet, on my capital. It's like, I'm sure he can see me. It's probably a close-range task force or something. He's probably getting in close to hit me with some beam weapons. Ah, there he is. Get him. Get him. Get this actually damage. We have another, like... We have another volley? Yeah, we have another volley. I don't think we're going to get there, though. Oh, there it is. Might. Oh, it didn't even break the shields. 31 turns out. I wonder if I can hold out. I don't think so. Nope, we can't. Well, there goes the system defense ships. Okay, so... Alright. Well, those were really obsolete anyway. He's probably not with that task force. He won't attack my home planet, so I got some time to actually get something, get some defense here. I should win this, even though I'm outnumbered. Doing. You're not going to avoid the fighters, though. Fighters are going to get you. not as much as I would have hoped. Are these my fighters, or these... Nope, these are his fighters. Really? That's still a lot of fighters, looks like. I don't think I have any, like, defense, do I? Well, I'm going to launch another fighter group, so... Looks like it's going to be a draw. Yeah, it's going to be a draw. Alright, I've got to eliminate this fleet over here. To watch it because the auto battle is going to make me lose ships when I shouldn't. So a couple of things I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to reinforce that planet. Going to have to get some defensive ships up in the capital. Looks like the other guys I've got no problem here taking this guy out when he, like, his home comes out. But for some reason, the auto battler is screwing me over. So I'm gonna figure out. Well, anyway. His forces are still inbound. Come on, guys. Let's see. Alright, we're going to take one armada. Just do this, just to make sure that these guys over here that have been harassing me are gone. So who is this exactly? That's definitely an attacking force. I think this is this guy? No, it's not that guy. I don't know who it is. Mac or Mock. I don't know who that is. Wait until I have more nukes. Like I said, I don't think he's going to bother attacking me there. I mean, actually, I could do this really quick. Just really quickly get those guys out of there. Send an armada over there. Yeah, that's right. I'll show you how it's done now. Oh, there's still a system defense ship somehow. Oh, yeah, I think that's right. Now I remember. Yeah, okay. It's probably because I have more than 18. Those are the transports I'm doing. Tried to do it on the cheap. Rough. I'm not, the problem is I'm not, like, I can't see the map screen, so I don't exactly know where this is. I think I know where it is. Okay, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, I really actually don't know. Disappeared. Scanners lost him, unfortunately. It's kind of bad. Alright, we found him again. Let's go. Fighters, don't get distracted, guys. Oh, damn, fighters. We found him, fighters. Let's go. This sucks. Look at that. Fighters are permanently bugged over there. Once they lost sight of him, they said no. Are they just gonna sit there? Oh boy. They're just gonna sit there until, oh my god. That was not fair. So he wiped out my fighters because my fighters just sat there. Great. Oh, man. That was stupid. So just because I lost sight of him for a few seconds here, I might wipe him out with my death ray, so if he gets close. Ooh. Hit him hard. I'm gonna run out of time. I might get some of them though. Looks like, yeah, it's gonna lose ships in my way. Death rate. Oh, my fighters are gonna get a few licks in. Just a few though. I think he still can't see me, as you can see. His fighters aren't targeting me. That's because he can't see me still. So I can sit there and snipe him without him being able to retaliate. The intercept fleet, that's kind of obvious. Assault planet. Let's watch this one. Because of our range, he basically can't do anything until he gets close. In fact, I don't know if he can even see me. They seem to be... Okay, he can see those guys, yeah. That makes sense, though. Those guys aren't cloaked. Well, I did damage. I didn't have the numbers that I did, though. Colony ship is... Alright, finally. Cool. Rich, huh? Okay. I guess if you're rich, I can do a few of these. Alright, fine. government, military, and industry. Industry. Yeah, 3 industry is, I suppose, and then research. Okay, so that place is totally colonized now. These guys still aren't kicked out yet. This guy... Oh, that's right. This guy got lucky, basically, is what happened. No one's building a mobilization center? Supposedly. Whoa, why is that... Why is the population so low? What's going on, guys? Come on. I bet you don't know what's going on there. Something's up with the population here. I'm not sure why, but the population dropped. I don't remember like having somebody blockading me or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Capital. Scrap that design. Okay, we're gonna try this again, and hopefully no bull crap happens, right? We don't like just suddenly lose sight of this place, these guys, and our fighters are actually able to do their job this time. Hopefully. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, first wave, second wave. Wiped out my fighters. Okay. The problem is he's behind my line. Frustrating part. He can't see me, though. Apparently, he doesn't have very good sensors. It'd be nice to, like, destroy a few ships and just kind of take a piecemeal here. Ooh, you know, I'm doing damage. Focus on this guy, please. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Kill a few ships at least. That means he's not going to be strong for the next one. There you go. You see some explosions. Come on, guys. I want to see some explode. There's one. Lost one. Okay, lost 2. Lost 3. Alright, well, at least he's weakening, right? That's kind of the idea. Oh, God. Come on. Why can't I see anybody? There he is. Oh, he's gonna run. Okay. Okay, bomb the planet. Okay, niche is no longer in our control. You know... Wait a minute. Okay, it's not this one. This is the one that I expected to have that happen. Why did we lose niche? Okay, yeah, goofy things are going on. I don't know, like, can I create colony? No, I can't colonize that one. All right, so another case of population falling low for no apparent reason. I'm going to take this recon armada and reinforce this to get rid of this guy. It's a little tricky when the enemy starts getting behind your lines, right? I've got kind of this front and this front, and somehow he got in here. I don't know. I guess they can just jump over if they have fast enough ships. They don't need the star lanes, but that's kind of annoying. Shipyards. Okay, I have some reconnaissance. You get not an armada, but let's say a wave right there, just for actually suppressing space pirates. Really is the only reason I'm doing that. Come on, guys. Find some more stuff, please. I don't want only two. If I end up only getting 2 Antarian X's, that will be like the crime of the century. No! What? I retreated? Why would I retreat? Something weird's going on there. It said I won, but I retreated. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Didn't failure. All expedition ships have been lost. That was the... Oh my god. So I don't know why these guys retreated. How is this doing? Is this recovering? Not quite. What about this one? This one's recovering a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe people were just hopping off the planet because it wasn't a very good environment. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Lots of mysteries in this game still. Anyway. Let's assault the planet. We're back to one front now, which is where we want to be. I could be wrong, but I think I'm only going to get 2 Antarian X's. That would be the crime of the century, considering how quickly I got things going there. That would be like... God, that would be unthinkable. Wait a minute, where'd my other guy go? That's kind of what it looks like is going on there. I think you can actually steal them, believe it or not. I think it's a very good chance of that happening, though. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any action there. Wow, that's like... I mean, of all the times I've played through this game and got the Antarian X's, that is the worst I've ever seen, especially considering how early I went and sent ships out. That is unbelievably bad luck. It's like unfathomably bad luck. Alright, does anybody have a mobilization center, or am I going to have to deploy it all the way over here? Okay, whatever. 2 turns, though. Pretty quick. Oh, it's so depressing. I can't just wrap my mind around that. I can't believe I'm only going to get 2. It's unbelievable. Wow, 122 population, 122,000 basically. Man.
Vendazza.
Intelligence, okay. I don't know why you like me so much. That doesn't really make any sense, but whatever, dude. Rich. Extreme gravity. Some farming, barely. Okay, that's all I'm going to do, though. This isn't great enough to do any more farming, or any more mining, I'd say. Industry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the rest research. Where am I technology-wise? I'm at 46, 47. Planetary surface-to-space heavy bomber. Just curious what that actually does. Fighter. Oh, nuclear missile is interesting. Yeah, nuclear missile. So what's the big deal with nuclear missile? I don't know. That's death ray, from what I can see, is still better. Planetary surface-to-space heavy bomber. Holy crap! Look at that space requirement. Heavily so it's the same. Okay, yeah, it's got a lot of MAC damage, but the space requirement is just insane. Oh, the recharge rate is... What? Wait a minute, what's going on here? Hold on. Oh my god, it's like really fast to recharge. Holy moly. I gotta try that eventually. I don't know anything that has that kind of space. Oh, you know what? Maybe an orbital starbase. Let me see how big I could get with a dreadnought. Okay, the dreadnought could fit one. Maybe that's the idea. Starship dreadnought? Not even close. I don't know how much more bigger. And so it looks like the idea is for it to be on an orbital starbase. Well, you know, that's interesting. I guess you could also fit one on a system ship, possibly. Dreadnought system ship. I mean, we have... Yeah, you could almost. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. It depends on what weapon you're actually using. Like a laser cannon isn't that bad. What about a nuclear missile? Nuclear missile's even worse. Yeah, you could almost fit one of these on here. Almost. I don't know, maybe with a few improvements you could actually, yeah, you could actually have a fleet of those. I'd be interested to see. We'll see. I mean, you know, we've got a ways to go on the technology, so... do I have another ship size on the external battle pods? Well, we can, you know, we can increase the space with battle pods and stuff like that, too. But, oh, Super Dreadnought. Yeah, I do. Ship capacity. Okay, that's not, like, that ship capacity right there isn't even enough, but, it's theoretically possible that I could get to a point where I could load those on starships. I'll have to do that. We did this, right? Yeah, we did this. Oh, I don't have any colony ships. Okay. We'll have to wait. do now have some colony ships. Let's colonize. So we have a warp point right here, and this is, okay, this is how this guy got to me. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, and is this guy still goes. He's still got parts of his empire way over here. That's kind of unbelievable. Alright, whatever. Shipyards, do we have a fleet? Oh, yes, we have a fleet. Come on, guys. Get a freaking mobilization center. This place is just barely hanging on. It kind of worries me when I see stuff like that, because here's the thing: if planets, if you lose a planet, there you go. Okay, I canceled migration there. If you lose a planet due to population loss in this mod, you lose that planet forever. You can't recolonize it. I don't know why that is, but basically you'll try to like land a colony ship, and it'll just, like, the population will get wiped out next turn. I don't know what causes it to do that, but that's why I'm kind of scared of losing that planet, because it's like, well, I'll never get that planet back. So we got to be careful anyway. I'll keep my eye on this right here. Except fleet, absolutely assault the planet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So pissed off about those Antarian X's. Just purely bad luck made me not get them. Well, geez. As fast as I got things out there, I should have gotten all of them. But I only ended up with 2. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's like the worst I've ever seen. Really depressing. Okay. Okay, this is gone. We can go ahead and colonize this. How many colony ships do I actually have right now? I haven't really been... I have to actively build those in the capital, otherwise the other, like... the other planets just won't build them. Oh, no, I don't want nukes. Yeah. I can use 2 now. I have enough production. Let's see. So where do? Okay, I see. Oh, I just got a heads up on what's going on here. So that's how he got there and there and there and there. And my God, somebody needs to put a stop to these guys. Oh, these are different guys. Yeah, I think we're going to... What we're going to do, we're going to finish this off over here. And then after that, we're going to go over here and we're going to kill the Mechlon. Not the Mechlar guy, the Zynoid guy, I guess it's called. We don't want to open up a bunch of fronts because, remember, everybody hates us. Looks like I reduced the spy time from 7 to 6. That's nice. That happened via tech. I'm still researching that Antarian X3. My God, that's disgusting. I'm gonna break this game. The fact that I didn't find all the Antarian X's pisses me off. You can't believe how much. Right. Well. Let's start mobilizing, like, just a bunch of stuff here. Because I've got enough for another one. Another armada, thank you very much. 3 turns, I'll take it. Oh, this is in the capital, right, right. Oh, no you didn't. Did you retreat? I don't believe it. Did you retreat? Or did you get freaking... What happened? You retreated, you dummy. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I guess I need more forces over there or something. Sometimes if the computer can't find the enemy, they'll retreat. It's not necessarily that you lost. It just, you know, like, I don't know, where's the enemy? I guess I'll just run. That kind of a thing. I got some fertile stuff here. Yeah, I'll bioharvest a bit. Alright, military, government. Industry. Industry. Research. 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 We got to be careful about this because this is a place where this other guy can attack me. Kind of waiting for these guys to get here. I want to move on though. I want to keep rolling, you know? Okay, let's watch it because don't be dumb. Don't be dumb, that's all I'm saying. Don't be a dope. Ooh, look at that average. That's a lot of average damage though. It's possible it's time to upgrade the ships. Yeah. Fighter's still doing big damage. Yeah, okay. So that's probably what happened was he destroyed my fighters, and so I retreated basically. That's what would happen in that case, I guess. Didn't have any way to damage him, so he said, "All right, time to run." Is he coming after me? You coming after me? You finally saw me. Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. Whoa! Ouch, that's bad. You won't... Ah. Wow, I got wiped. Wow, I got wiped. Okay, yeah. When they did see me, they wiped me. Alright, fair enough. Iran, okay. Probably transports or something. These are system defense ships. Look at him waste his team defense on us. Which reminds me, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to make some rockin' system defense ships. Just, you know, have a little system defense at my capital. God dang it. No longer within our control. What is going on? Why are we losing planets? I don't understand why we're losing these planets. They're not even like that hard to they're not even that inhabitable from what I remember. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me take a look at these planets here. Toxic highs, red 1, but yeah, but so what? So unfortunately, this is the sort of thing where if I try to recolonize, I'll probably just fail. Because of a bug. Well, wait a minute. Oh, this was that planet that I was kind of like... I was trying to hang on to by using... encouraging immigration. And once I took that off, it just completely fell apart, huh? Apparently. Well... system defense ships here. Let me try. Let me see if I can design a system defense ship. Let's try a dreadnought. Let's make it a system ship. Auto build. Okay, class 1 shield. Focus detection array. High caliber. Just all that crap. Let's go. Shut the engines to 0. ECM1, ECM2, ECM3, ECCM1, 2, whoops, that's not it. ECCM1, no, that is, okay, that's right, 3, and 2. And, stealth system. Cloaking device, okay. I don't have enough for that crazy, like... Well, wait a minute. I do have enough for that, but that's... Well, you know... The fact that it recharges so fast... I can't do the death ray because that's an insane amount of space required. The missile's even crazier. What about the graviton beam? Particle beam is about the same. Neutron, same. Fusion cannon, mass driver. Here's the thing. Like, the thing that gets me is the recharge rate. That's a freaking fast recharge rate. You're gonna be sending fighters out there so quickly. Fighter shield, battle computer, etc. I mean, I can't put a lot of them on there. You put 2 of them. But the recharge rate is insane. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see him just throw out tons and tons of fighters. Not really that expensive, this thing either. Missiles, defense, okay, large shield generator, heavy armor, yep, that's exactly what we want. Definitely have to have a freaking death ray, that's still the best weapon. On a spinal mount. A little bit, let's see, maybe a heavy mount? No. Particle beam. Miniaturization improved on like a let's go standard. That'll be just in case I want to shoot at like fighters and stuff. Merculite Warhead. Oh yeah, that's the next step up, isn't it? Point defense. 10. Again, these are mostly just for distraction. Okay, so defense 2. Confirm design. And let's get a few of those just in the capital really quick. Just really quick. Okay, I can't actually make it because I don't have the, I can't make that size yet. Salt Planet. Heck yes. Did I finally get this? I'm still researching that damn thing. Barely keeping my head above water here. I think all of these should be in good shape. Yeah, just those several planets. I guess what happens is it's like the planets aren't very habitable, so your guys say, "Well, I'm going to leave the planet." It's probably negative immigration, basically, is what's happening. I'm guessing. Would you please get that freaking mobilization center? My God, you're slow. I'm going to try to recolonize those planets. I don't think it's going to work. I think once these things drop, yeah, my experience, this doesn't work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I need to colonize this planet. And where are my colony ships? Thought I had a bunch of colony ships going that way. Apparently not. Okay. Well, okay. A draw, really. I don't buy it, but whatever. Okay, I'll show you what happens when you try to colonize planets that have dropped below their dropped out of commission, basically. Okay, we're making nukes. That's not what I want to make. We want to make defense. Defense times 5. Okay, so 9 turns. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just mark that obsolete. I don't really want anybody wasting points building that, but we're going to build it. Like I said, we're going to build it in the capital system because I kind of want to see how that works with those ships just constantly throwing out those fighters. That's really intriguing. I don't know. What if I defend planet? Okay, no combat. That's what I thought. Okay, this is where we actually failed to win this time, or last time. Not really sure why. Could be we're to the point where we need to upgrade our ships. this build of ship has actually been good for quite a while. Well, they did win. Starting to attack the ships. Hello. And we're starting to attack the planet, which is nice. Okay, get rid of the planet. Well, I did get rid of the planetary defenses, so that's something. But yeah, it looks like we might need to start getting a new class of ships out. This is still good, but it's a little tedious at this point. It is old tech by now. Okay, colony ship landed at, shoot, Nietzsche's. Yep, okay, yep, alright. You lose planets because it drops below a certain population, you never get it back. So I just colonized both of these with a colony ship with 7 colony bases, and nothing happened. And I also lost Nietzsche, which was... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, damn, I lost this one. Why? But it's yellow. What is going on? Maybe I need to colonize with more ships. Because, man, this is bullcrap. I'm starting to lose a lot of planets here. Okay, so when I'm colonizing, I'm going to colonize with a lot of ships this time. So this is good. This is all right. I think the problem... Oh, here's this one slipping too. Set migration there. Man, I'm having a problem big time with that. It's big time. What am I trying to colonize? I'm going to stop that because I think we're going to colonize with bigger... well, we're going to colonize with more ships this time. So we're just going to pause. So that's a real problem. I could lose a lot of planets that way, and I could never get them back, which is bad, obviously. Come on. A lot of people want a piece of me now. Oh, that's horrible. So, that's horrible. Yeah, just screwed my fighters. Screwed my fighters by disappearing. he's coming at me, so he's probably going to hit me with a bunch of close-range stuff. He's got a lot of average damage there, so I'm going to retreat. Oh, crap. We're going to have to wait it out. Hey! Fighters don't retarget once they lose sight of something. That's really not that... really kind of poor. Alright, well... this is why you don't want to have these combats take too long here, or you don't want to put, like, too much time on the combats. Like I said, 2 minutes. At least if something like this happens, it doesn't take, you know, you don't have to wait like 5 minutes for the thing to end. I mean, you could argue if you got fighter bays that, well, that's more time for more fighters to respawn, but it's not worth it. It's not worth waiting that long. And you can't change that in-game, which is the really baffling part. Like, you know, we can't change the timer in-game. It's bizarre. I think you'd have to probably edit the save file. Okay, got him that time. Yes. Okay. So these planets are gone. Both of these planets are kind of on life support. These planets are fine, these planets are fine. I think I had a planet here that I said was maybe needed some help. Yeah, it was this one. It's doing okay now. But yeah, it's only yellow 1. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, jeez. Got 1 colony ship there. I got 3 colony ships here. Let's get some more colony ships. No one between here is actually... There we go. Finally built it. Okay. Finally built a deployment center, mobilization center. Oh! I want to see this. Okay, these are the system defense ships that I just got out here. Okay, these are the guys that get to launch fighters like every single small amount of time here. Supposedly, anyway, that's what it says. Oh, no? You know, it isn't working like that, though. I should be pumping out fighters as fast as I pump out those missiles. That's not working. It says fighters, well, I wonder when they do recharge. Wow, that's pretty disappointing. That's pretty disappointing. Okay, so I totally lied. We'll see when they do actually recharge. I don't know if they actually did. I saw something that I thought were fighters, but I don't think they did. In bay, okay. Just the regular amount of time then. So it just lied. It just totally lied on the screen. They're gonna hurt though if they hit. Yeah, so... But not really worth it. If they don't recharge fast, then it's not really worth it. That was the whole idea, was they were supposed to really recharge really fast. But that was just an out-and-out lie. By the mod, basically. The mod just lied to me. Okay. Well, good thing I tested that first before I got all crazy with it, right? I was thinking, man, if I could, like, design a ship around it, but, no. Okay, now in the prototype phase. Holy crap. Improved death rate, wow. As if death rate wasn't good enough. No, this is not it. It's, let's see. This is it. Shipyards. Almost got enough for it. Oh, yeah, okay. Good, yeah, let's watch this. Should not be so easy for this guy to survive this time. I'm going to be switching to beam weapon. I think maybe, you know, it might be time to switch to beam weapons. We might have fast enough warp drives now. And of course, we're getting improved death ray. So just, you know, beam weapon time? Maybe? Possible? Alright, good. That guy got wiped out. Okay, good. That guy is no longer a problem. No longer a problem. Alright, so good. Let's colonize. We completely wiped out everything here. Let's start colonizing. So we're going to need to get serious. We're going to take 3 colony ships per planet. It's, like, we just don't want to, like, lose the population, right? That's the thing. That's what we're worried about. We're worried about losing population. This is doing okay now that I put immigration on. But I don't want to have to do that. I want to just, like, not have that problem, right? Those I'm trying to keep those alive. These are lost causes. These will never be colonized. That's very sad. Yeah, that's really frustrating. There's another nuke armada here. Okay, and let me see if I've got the tech yet. Well, first of all, did I get improved death ray yet? Once I get improved... Oh, I did. Let's go Starship, long-range attack, Dreadnought. I guess Dreadnought. Auto build? Why not? Okay, and I have, I think, improved spinal mount too, don't I? Nope. Improved spinal mount, I know I was researching it. Maybe not. Oh, there it is down there. No, I don't have it yet. Once I get improved spinal mount, that's when I think I'm going to go for it. That's not too far away. Heavy bomber. But what's the point of these, then, if they're not, like... not that special? Planetary surface-to-space heavy bomber. Heavy bomber. What's the difference between that? I don't know. This is the mod stuff, by the way. Oh, and we've also got radium fighter fuel cells. Like, there was no heavy bomber before this mod, I think. Empire. Core waste dumps, nanofactories, etc. Let's see. Beam. Improved graviton beam. What does the death ray actually say? Because I don't think anything comes close to death ray. Railgun? Yeah, the minimum range. The death ray is the longest range by a lot. Maximum range. Shield penetration 20% and armor piercing. Let's see. I don't think anything's coming up that's going to have the range of the death ray. It's still going to be death ray for a while, I think. Yeah, I mean, this is improvements on stuff. Okay, well, I guess we're waiting a little while longer. What? Oh, I've got another one. Oh my god, somebody discovered another Antarian X. It's not over. Oh my god. Alright, so this is the one I colonized with 3 colony ships, right? So, great. So this one, theoretically, should not just drop off. I'm hoping. Oh my god, so I just got... This is weird. I might at least get 4 of these. Okay, so somebody's coming inbound with another Antarian X, and I'm researching one. I'm going to get 4. Okay, I don't know why it was so... Why it took so long. Seriously strange. Okay, colony ships. I'm out of colony ships again. Oh, by the way, I just want to see my, like, stats here. What are we up to here? Government DEA hasn't really changed. What about one of these other planets here? Industry DEA. Government DEA is 37%, you know, at a non-capital, non-system seat. That's still pretty good. Military DEA is insane. Military DEA is giving me some insane unrest reduction. I got minus 420 on the other places. This is crazy. Like, that is crazy. My tax rate is only 21%, though. I'm kind of surprised at that. Oh, another thing I was going to look at was finance. Military maintenance is 24,000. Okay. Okay. Grants to planets is what I was kind of interested in. Additional research spending, military budget. I don't care about that. Grants to planets, though. Okay. Yeah, we want the grants to planets to be as high as possible. And the idea there is the new planets get an influx of cash to build things quickly. That's the theory, anyway. Intercept fleet, absolutely. Intercept fleet, absolutely. Okay. Pending diplomacy messages. What do you think? The humans? Did the humans get wiped out? I don't see them anymore. Very rich. Okay. Industry. Mining. Government. Military. Hard Scrabble. I guess if you were crazy, you could bioharvest that one. So again, size 17. Hopefully this doesn't just suddenly drop off, right? That's the idea. I still have a few colony ships. Let's colonize the third one. Make sure that this is done competently. Looks like all he has is that. Oh, no, I stand corrected. These guys are still relevant. These guys are still relevant. There's a lot of population on that planet. With no maintenance for upkeep. Okay, I think that might have been residual economic buildings that was, you know, not destroyed in my bombardment. Maybe. Antimatter drives, personal barrier, perhaps logic system. Super Dreadnought is now available for research. That's great. Okay, so industry, and this is what, average? Toxic, government, military, research, and I'll bioharvest this one. What the hell? Let me check the population levels on these. So it's not. Let me just see here. Is it going to tell me? Are we getting? Oh, yeah, okay. So population is actually immigrating out of here. So that's what happened to my other planets. The thing is that, like, how do you stop that? So I'm losing, this is what's happening. I settled those planets, and the population just kind of left due to immigration. I'm not sure where it went, though. Oh, this place is doing fine now. Okay, I think we can take this off immigration, I hope. It's now at 7,000, which should be plenty, you would think. I'm not really sure, though. I hope I'm right. Yeah, so what I gotta do is I definitely gotta just settle more people at a time. So I've got to, you know, several colony bases. It seems to fix the problem. This is still at 50. This is slowly gaining. This is not gaining anything. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's because of the extreme gravity on that one. That's a guess. And these two will never be resettled ever. I wonder if I like took like 100 colony ships and settled it all at once. I wonder if it's like a numbers thing. I wonder if he could actually, if this would actually absorb that or not. Don't have any colony ships left. So, okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and do another armada. Colony ships, please. Okay, finally. All right, we did get some system defense ships, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that should keep somebody from bothering me too much right there. That's kind of the key. We just want to kind of keep people away for a little while. Let me check this again. 7,458. Let me see if that drops or not. You got to work around the bugs in this game. That's the secret. Let's see. Oh, no, it's growing. Grew by a lot, in fact, not just a little. Okay, all right. So that's good. This one's just hanging in there. If this drops below 50 and completely, you know, goes under, then this is another one that I can't recolonize. Okay, I'm starting to slowly kill things. I got 5 colony ships ready. Let's go. Let's go. Oops. No. Deploy task force. In fact, I guess, like, I better, like, just put a squadron. Intercept fleet, absolutely. Assault planet, absolutely. Come on. That's a lot of population, dude. That's probably his home planet, his home system right there. See how close I am. No, this is fine. This is not what we want. What we want is improved spinal mount. Okay, so we're getting to Super Dreadnought, getting to Radium. Okay, these fuel cells, these are good. Yeah, these are better drives, system drives, so we'll have better combat speed. Maximum speed is 3,300. What am I using now? 3,000. That's a slight improvement, I guess. Okay. slow to go, but yeah, it's got a lot of planets there. Let's make sure we're getting enough colony ships here. Intercept fleet, absolutely. Intercept fleet, assault planet. Oh, did I actually take losses or did I retreat? Actually take losses there? I did. I didn't retreat. I took losses. Oof. Oof. Increased populations researched by 1, while overruns by 10 in all cases. Eh. Okay. Not that great. I'm researching another one. I think I've got one more coming. So what happened here? We just took losses? That was it? Yeah, we took losses. I think these guys are no longer good enough, really. Let's see here. Are we getting colony ships? Let me watch this again. These are fine. Let me watch this again. Kind of keep an eye on this, make sure nothing's dropping. These are fine. Wow, these are fine. Okay. Yeah, just got to make sure we colonize things with enough population. This one's slowly growing. This one's just barely keeping at 50 population. So that might be kind of a lost cause. I wish I could recolonize it, but you can't do that. Time to colonize something. These are 3 ships right there. We're just going to use that. Intercept fleet, assault planet. Okay, you're gone. Holy crap, 22 population. Wow. Arable. Okay, fine. Somebody retired. What do I got? I got just 2 colony ships now. What's this next planet? It's green 2. 2 colony ships should be fine. I assume that we have, yeah. Looking for some more colony stuff. It's colony squad and just 1 colony ship. And let's see, I'm gonna need a little bit more. My planets don't automatically build colony ships. I've got to queue them up. They just want to build, you know, attack ships, which is fine. But I gotta remember to keep queuing up colony ships, or else I won't have enough. Slow everything down. Okay, size 15, that's good. That's good. Hard scrabble, arable. I'm gonna bioharvest 1. Rich. I think, oh, Magnate civilization. Well, it was. I think those are gone now, though. Even if they're not, I will just eat them anyway if they're there. No, they're not. Yeah. Yeah, they're not showing up in any of the regions. Yeah, I glassed the planet, so they're not going to be there. Colonize that. There's a lot of planets here. I think this is his home starting area. Just keep an eye on this here. Is that dropping? 6,000. It's definitely, this definitely isn't growing. But at least it's not dropping, I think. This is not growing. That other planet is growing. Looks like that planet will recover. It might. Unfortunately, nobody's immigrating to that one planet, but that might change at some point. I just got a bunch of colony ships, looks like. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3 planets right there. Intercept fleet, absolutely. Salt planet. Ooh, that's a big indeed. Over 100,000. It's a big one. Industry. Sustenance. I guess. Okay. We'll do a little bioharvesting. I do still need some bioharvesting. As you can see, I'm using about 5K and I'm making about 5K, so we're not quite over the hump to where we don't need to worry about that. You gotta be careful. Like, also, if I would start like losing planets because someone started attacking me, and I lost the right planets, I could be in trouble. If like this game is kind of weird in that things can just implode if you're not careful. Like, let's say you start losing some planets, and you lose some planets that provide, like, your food. You can have, like, a huge... Like, you have your total empire can fall apart. You really can't take losses, because those planets might be providing food for other planets that can't make food. And so the planets that can't make food start starving, and you can starve really fast. And just... Like, then your empire starts losing massive amounts of money, and you go bankrupt, and it's all over. It's really shocking how things can unravel. Okay, we have some more nukes. Let's see here. Still don't have any deployment things. Population is gone. I thought we wiped out the planet. Nope, it's just about to get wiped out. Personnel, let's see what's going on here. Scientific, let's see. Yeah, I got some, okay, we're good there. Technology. See this again, proof spiral mount. I'm not there yet. Wow. Seems like either it's just I'm playing slower or things are taking longer to research. Oh, I did get heavy bomber. I kind of want to see what the difference of that is with the other bomber. Dreadnought. No, let's see. Fighter death ray. Okay, so heavy bomber. Oh, okay. It's bomber, heavy bomber. It's not planetary surface to space heavy bomber. All right. Recharge is actually a little bit slower, but that doesn't really matter. So that's good. Okay, so we've got an even more effective death rate now on our fighters. Wow, double the effectiveness. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's definitely an improvement right there. I don't think I'm going to put more missile boats up, though. I think we're just from here on out, we're going to be doing direct fire stuff. That's my plan anyway. Allies 0%. I didn't take any casualties there. It must have been a interesting. I didn't take any casualties there. Alright, whatever. Okay, that planet's gone. Okay, we have one there. One there. I'm going to just use those two to colonize that one. Yeah. Our ships are starting to obsolete is what's going on. This is why I'm taking damage. Not too bad still. Usually I make several versions of nukes. Tarn expedition is ended in failure. Oh, well, yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so I've got 16 population. 16 population is pretty good. Bioharvest. Fertile, huh? Alright, I'll bioharvest there. Fine. This planet... do that. Holy crap, 75 nukes, okay. I think we can start another fleet. Ah, good, finally. Yeah, I think I'm going to go... Like I said, the key is choke points. If I go here, and then hop over here, and here, and here, and here, and maybe even take this guy out, I've got... You know, I've got as few, like, open fronts as possible. So let's go ahead and do that. Still managing to pump out some ships. It says I lost two. I'm not actually sure if that's the case, but no, I guess I would have. Yeah, I don't have any colony ships there, so no one would have retreated. What is it saying? By the way, forget about the idea of him asking for like a peace treaty, even though he's losing so badly. It's just the AI doesn't think like that in this game. It's rich, huh? Should have one more to colonize. No? Okay. Let's bombard that one and get it over with. Holy crap, he actually took a lot off of that, off of me there. I better get serious there. No maintenance, okay, I don't care. Class, okay, I got the class 7 shield. We can now settle this one. And now... Now we're gonna go up here. Is this where we're taking losses? 30 ships, 8 ships, I think this is where we're taking the losses. Expand that one. Still don't have a mobilization center, huh? Okay. Reinforce that just a bit. Start going for this. So, yes! Improved spinal mount. It's here. So, beam, yeah, we got the beams that we need. Let me just see if there's anything interesting coming up. We've got improved this or that, but we don't have anything new. Railgun was the newest thing that we had. So, Death Ray is still where it's at, apparently. And then, Fighter. Oh yeah, improved final mount. Then I also wanted, yep, Irradium fuse cells. Okay, so how much for those? How long for those? 5 turns? 3 turns. Okay, so it looks like 5 turns. We're gonna make a new fleet. Okay, he's not gonna bite on that one. Let me see what's killing me here. Like, how am I losing ships on this guy? And I'm actually shooting him from that distance. There's no way I should lose any ships. I don't buy it. I think this is just goofiness to do with the auto battle. I mean, if I had better ships, then the auto battle would probably be a lot more accurate, but still. Yeah. So I was right. I think it's just auto battle goofiness. Got some unhappiness there for some reason. Wow, size 30 population. Wow. Rich and diverse. Hard scrabble. Industry. I'm gonna just go for research. You know, alluvial, I think. Yeah, it's research. I'm weighting research because the idea is I want to get further ahead in the tech tree faster. It's very hard to get a lead on the AI. Let me see what these guys are at. These guys, holy crap, these guys are 10 levels ahead of me. Wow. crap. And in some cases, 10 levels ahead of me. Wow. Oh. I didn't want to take everybody off of there. Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure that there's some people there still. Yeah, you gotta have ships suppressing pirates, unfortunately. Alright, so... fine. Okay, we got plenty of colony ships now. That should be enough. For 6 planet? I don't know, maybe not actually. Alright, all of these are in good shape and growing. Alright, there we go. Salt planet, absolutely. Let's actually watch this one. Yeah, I might need better scanners at some point here, too. This will all be solved when I make my new ships. Long. He's gonna... oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Get him before he runs. Well... that's it. You got him. Boom. I don't know if we completely wiped it. Did we completely wipe it? Nope, we didn't. Okay. It's too bad that you can't take your ships and split them up and say, you attack this planet, you attack this planet, you attack this planet. No, they kind of do whatever they want. You can only do it in mass. 42. Yep, 42. Nice. Okay, there you go. Intercept fleet. You seriously take that kind of damage? I don't even know who Mach is, by the way. Okay, now that planet's glassed. This looks like a nice planet. Let's colonize. It? You also don't have, like, biological weapons don't exist in this game, so I'd use them. I'd freaking totally use them. But, yeah, they don't exist in this game. It'd be more convenient to kind of permanently wipe things out here. I guess you could say that, you know, just bombarding planets does the job, but still, it's like, it'd be nice if there was a way to wipe out the population faster before you got to, like, planet-destroying weapons. I get the yeah, I got another one. Okay, there you go. Let's go ahead and create colony. 55K research return. Not too bad. Ooh, I took some losses again. Actually, I don't buy it. I think the computer's just screwing me with the auto battle. What happened? My colony ship get destroyed? I guess it did. Okay, that's probably what happened, yeah. He saw my colony ship and he destroyed it. I'm kind of running out of colony ships again. Let me see my financial situation again. What's the ledger say? Military maintenance is 35K, but my revenue's growing along with that, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think I've ever had a problem with fleet maintenance in this. This is the difference between this game and every other Master of Orion game. Fleet maintenance? So what? Command points? There's no such thing. We just build as many ships as we freaking feel like. See me. Yeah, I don't see the problem here. It looked to me like there should be an issue. Somehow the last fight he managed to get something through and kill my transports or my colony ships. I don't know how that worked. Okay. What? Relations improving for some strange reason. Not for long. Not when I actually start taking you out. I don't know. Maybe I could do like an alliance with that guy or something. Seems unlikely, but I mean, I don't know if it's possible to get into the Orion Senate as the Ithkul. I know that before this mod it probably wasn't. But I wonder if with this mod I could do it. My bioharvest requirement is shooting up really fast. Better be careful on that. I want to bioharvest every planet if I can. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised I used to have over twice the amount of bioharvesting I needed, and now it's getting pretty close to me needing more. Oh, wow. 81 nukes. Okay. Okay. Well, my production's starting to shoot like to the moon here. To the moon, Alice. Still got enough colony ships? I think we do. Salt planet. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. No, if I don't watch it, I'm going to lose stuff, though. Oh, good. Okay, it didn't happen. You die. With no maintenance, yeah, that's the usual. I'm not sure what causes that, but my theory is, whoops, my theory is when I bombard a planet, I don't know, there's some residual structure there when I colonize a planet that I've taken over, and maybe didn't have the money to support the maintenance or something. Oh, it's kind of weird though. Again, it's a buggy game. You're just gonna have to live with some bugs. Researching. I should get one more Antarian X, I think. Are we at technology-wise? Are we getting the stuff that we need? I've got improved spinal mount. Heck yes. Okay. I think I got everything I need. Yes. We can start making... Well, we actually could get super dreadnoughts if we wanted. What's the difference between dreadnought and super dreadnought in terms of size? Oh, it is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. It's quite a huge difference, in fact. Wait a minute. Battleship. Clear. Battleship. Okay, so let's... Battle cruiser. Yeah, the difference between, like, battle cruiser and battleship is tiny in terms of capacity. Dreadnought and super dreadnought. Super dreadnought is insanely more spacious. Let's do super dreadnought, just because we're badass like that. Okay, this time we're not going to drop the engines. Focus detection array, high caliber detection system, X-ray transponder system. So more scanners. ECCM1. Remove this because this is just out of order. ECM2. ECM3. Again, I don't know if these stack or I don't actually, like, I remember hearing that you get one of each and they stack. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. Stealth system, cloaking device, and phased cloak. So I should be kind of invisible and at the same time see everybody else, supposedly. Alright, and what's my speed? Engines 33. That's right, 3300. Yeah, I think that's good enough to actually, you know, reach the enemy. Particle beam sounds nice, but really death ray is pretty much the way to go. Okay, so improved death ray, improved spinal mount. Holy crap! So the recharge time is enormous, right? 7 seconds, but that shoots like all the way across the battlefield. Okay, so one of those, actually two of those. We got the space. Okay, and a death ray at spinal mount. And a couple of those. And then a death ray at very heavy mount. Actually, we probably want to, I don't know, we probably want just one of all of these. So very heavy mount is not quite as far as spinal mount. So basically the idea is, you know, you got like, see, if I were to go like 2 death rays on improved spinal mount, those both fire at the same time and then wait 7 seconds to recharge. What you want is like, you want a bunch of these firing off, you know, not together, because this will probably kill one. Well, I don't know, might kill one ship. Definitely with all the ships firing this, it'll kill one ship. and then after that you're going to fire this and hopefully kill one ship and maybe this, and if you're close enough anyway. Layered beam weapons is the idea here. Okay, what did I do? Did I do heavy mount yet? I don't remember. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, we don't want heavy mount. We want standard mount now. And then light mount. And then manned mount. And then, so God forbid anything gets close. Point defense mount. Okay. Alright, cool. Now, in addition to Death Ray, there's some particle beams are not actually that bad. At improved spinal mount, they got a pretty good range on them. How about neutron blasters? At improved spinal mount, they got a pretty good range. Man, I've got so much room still. This is kind of disgusting. I might not need Super Dreadnought. I could drop it down to Dreadnought and be fine. Hell, I could drop it down even further. Battleship? I'm still fine at Battleship. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like I've got almost too much space here. Let's put it at heavy armor. Rhodium. Okay. Okay. I mean, hell, you know, I don't need to make them crazy expensive, right? I don't really need missiles or fighters. Fighters are... Yeah, I don't really want this ship to be relying on fighters or anything. I'm just gonna, like, okay, so we're just gonna pump up the, like, the weaponry. Kind of surprised at how much space I seem to have, though. Okay, I actually think that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to my other stuff? Or is it just not showing? It might be too far. Oh, boy. Are you kidding me? It might be too far down there to show. Let me remove this. Okay, yeah, it's too far down there to show. Geez, that's kind of messed up. What about a railgun? That's weird. Railgun sucks. Why does a railgun suck so much? I thought that was some later tech. Boy, that's terrible. Hard beam? Really, the most, like, the most... The biggest difference between these weapons are really the range and the damage. Anyway, what did I have? Neutron blaster? What about a graviton beam? I didn't get graviton. No, maybe it didn't have miniaturization to Hellfire cannon. Yeah, the range on these are too short. Range on these are just too short. Okay, you know what? Improved spinal mount. Yeah, I guess. Really, I don't think there's... You know what? There's no reason to use Neutron Blaster over, say, Particle Beam with its auto-fire. Auto-fire is kind of nice. So this is range 3700. That's about... It's about the range of a very heavy mount. Yeah, there's no reason to load these older weapon systems on. Okay, so let's try this. Let's call this Beam 1. Okay, we're going to put it long-range attack. Now, there is a reason to put the, to worry about the mission type and not just make everything reconnaissance. Long-range attack, like the computer when it auto-battles, it'll use ships differently. And so long-range attack will kind of... Actually, maybe let's do this, short-range attack. Okay, let's make beam 1. And then we'll just go down here to reconnaissance and make recon 1. And then we're going to mark nuke as obsolete. All right, so we've got beam 1, reconnaissance 1. They're basically the same ship, but this is short-range attack, and this is reconnaissance. And that way we can make a task force, a short-range attack task force, which will encourage the AI to actually, you know, go forward and seek out the enemy, I think. All right, so anyway, so those will start rolling off our assembly line at some point. And there's some more recons that I can make here. Or there's some more Armada, nuke recons I can make. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, and we'll continue this in the next video.